right, Kaitlyn, I gotta know what. Take me through that room there because this was a fascinating one. You know, you and I we were so used to going to Tallahassee, the possibilities of going to Gainesville, but instead now you're part of a team that's the first UCF team ever to get shipped out of the state. Take me through that the sequences there in the room.
I mean, I think it's super exciting. A lot of us had a lot of guesses where we could possibly go. And I mean, we were ready if Tallahassee was getting called for the third year in a row, but I think a lot of the girls were hoping to travel and go somewhere different. So it was just super exciting to hear our name get called at Texas, especially after playing them last year. They're a great team. So we're just really looking forward and excited to compete because it's a really good regional.
Caitlin, what do you think of your opponent getting a chance to play Michigan? I know you played them a couple of years ago, but what's the opportunity going to be like to get a chance to play a Big Ten team like Michigan?
I mean, they came out of nowhere and won that tournament. They did a great job. And like I said, this is a pretty stacked regional. We're just excited to like have good competition, especially and being able to make it into postseason. It's just a really exciting opportunity. And I'm proud of these young girls. We came out and we continued the tradition that Coach Bear has set of making it to postseason with this team. So I'm just proud of my team.
It's a bit of a bookend for you there, isn't it, Caitlin? You were just a freshman when you guys faced Michigan in the Orlando Regional back in 2022, and now here you are, a senior going to Austin to face Michigan again. Just what does that feel to you when you kind of think about it like that?
I mean, it's just a full circle moment. I've already gotten a text from a few of the players who I played with my freshman year talking about it. And it's just like I'm ready to go out this way. I'm ready to keep my career going, especially my senior year, and I'm ready to do it with this team. It's just such a full circle moment.
What is the confidence level of this team right now?
I think since we're so young and this is our first time, like Elo said, going out of state and making it with the regional, I think we're just excited to play. Like Coach Bear said, we're 0-0 now. Season didn't matter before now, so we're just starting fresh and going out there with our best stuff.
You're in a way, it's funny. You're familiar with Texas. We played them last year when they were in their final year in the conference. So I mean, do you have a recollection of Texas? Because there are a lot of their players are still there. I mean, it's fascinating that you get paired up with them.
Yeah, I mean, I remember pitching against them last year, and I know some of the girls who were also here last year remember some of their pitchers. We're just excited. We played a few good games with them last year, and then my freshman year when we played them in Clearwater. So we're just excited to get after and face such a good program.
Tell me about the experience at the Big 12 championships. I know it didn't end like you would have liked, but I thought your team, played well there, and you finished strong in that tournament. What did you take from that tournament that you'll play this week?
Just attack these hitters. From here on out, we're facing really good teams and just play for my teammates instead of myself. We just got to do what the team needs instead of being individuals out there. And that's something this team is really good at leaning into. And we pick each other up, whether it's on defense or on offense. And I'm just excited to see that carry over.
Does Coach Bear have a message for this team going into the tournament?
Mainly that we're just 0-0 now. Like it's a fresh start. We're just going to be a new team out there. And I'd like to think that we finished our season on a high note, the regular season on a high note. So we're just going to carry that momentum into postseason with us.
You
What is
have the
it?
experience. You have the experience here. This will be 4 for 4, by the way, for you in the NCAA tournament. So congrats on that for you.
Thank you.
But there are some players on this team, in particular the freshmen, that haven't been through this. What advice will you give them here as you get ready for this region?
It's just like any other game. Focus on your teammates. The arena's big, especially at Texas. Like they've always had such a strong fan base. So I think it could be something that's overwhelming, but just focus on us and what we have to do. I mean, time and time again this year, we've had freshmen step it up. Like Issa has gone crazy this year with her pitching and winning all these awards and like top 10 finalists of freshman of the year. So I mean, some of our best hitters like Izzy and Beth, they just continue to step up in these big moments. And so I don't think they need advice from me. I think they're going to give me advice on to like just slow down and take in the moment. I think it's the other way around.
Caitlin, what did you learn in Oklahoma City from the Big 12 championship that you want to take with you as you go to Austin?
Just some tactical things like how to approach hitters and stuff like that. But I think this team, like we're better when we're loud and we're energetic. So I just think our energy carrying into this regional is going to be the most important.
This team is younger than previous teams who have made the tournament. What about this team gives it a different dynamic? Is it exciting?
It's like playing with these young girls, it just reminds you that like this is a game. They just want to go out there and compete. They don't know. So like this is their first time experiencing all this stuff. So they just want to go out there and have fun. Coach Bear calls it freshly stupid. So I think it's just like they make me feel young again, and they make some of the other seniors, they're like, it's like our first time doing this because we're just feeding through their energy and just the fun they're having out there on the field.
How does going in to face Michigan this time feel different than it did back in your freshman year, just from a team standpoint?
Um, just that this is a brand new team, and a lot of these girls, they were recruited here and they were committed here when that was happening. They weren't playing here. So it's just they're excited to go after it too because they saw what happened a few years ago. So I mean, other than it being a new team, they're just going in having a good attitude and wanting to compete.